Hey there everyone, this is Joe in General, your resident reason and evidence enthusiast. This is your weekly Bitcoin price analysis update. It's Wednesday the 21st of June 2017. Now I need to mention three quick things before we move on to the analysis. One, I always like to give a shout out to my new subscribers. So since doing this video here from 5 days ago, I had just under 3,000 and now I have 3,269, dude. So welcome to all of those newbies. Always good to have you on board. I presume it's probably coming off the back of probably my weekly Bitcoin analysis, probably this one too, possibly even my latest video, which was this one here, whereas I do a shooting competition. I shoot handgun here in Australia, and I do a competition once a month, and I have a point of view camera, high def camera on my baseball cap, and you get a good POV video of me doing this competition once a month. So check that one out, it's really cool. So that's number one, thank you to my new subscribers. Number two, this video here, I ran a competition, so I need to announce the winner. And this video was looking at three particular coins: Digibyte, Komodo, and Ubiq. And the question was, what's the theme of this video? Why am I doing these three particular coins in this video? What banner do they fall under? And the competition winner would be the person who obviously got the correct answer. They got one guess. They had to put in a comment in the YouTube page, and they had to put their Bitcoin wallet address as well. And I had a lot of good answers. The winner, of course, I should mention, was going to win 0.001 BTC. Woo! Massive amount of BTC, I know, but it's Bitcoin nonetheless. So a lot of good answers, but the correct answer and the winner was, drumroll please, Volkmar Kleis. So Volkmar Kleis, you won, and yes, you were correct. They're all three mentioned in CH's latest Alta report. Sounds a bit cryptic, doesn't it? So let me just break that down. These three coins, Digibyte, Komodo, and Ubiq, were all mentioned in CH, as in Clif High, Clif High's latest WebBot Alta report. Yes, the WebBot report. So I'll get to that in a second. But congratulations, Volkmar. You are the winner. I actually sent you did provide your Bitcoin wallet address in a reply to this comment. Thank you for that. And I have sent you 0.001 BTC. You're a rich man now. I actually sent you two transactions. I stuffed up the first one and I sent only a tiny little bit, less than 0.001, so I just did another transaction. So you've got two random transactions in there, both from me. So congratulations once again. I'll be running more competitions, so make sure you guys, subscribe to my channel if you want to win some massive Bitcoin. So that's number two. And number three, I just wanted to talk about very quickly the WebBot report thing. Now, I have been mentioning, I guess every now and then I mention the WebBot report, not because I had been subscribing to it, but because, I listen to other people, as you should do too, on YouTube. I listen to other people that do and that had subscribed for a long time to the WebBot report. And I've been saying all this time that, and I still maintain it, this position, whether or not the WebBot report is a real phenomenon, or whether it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning if enough people buy the WebBot report, they trade accordingly, and that's the thing that drives the price, rather than the WebBot being an actual, Nostradamus-like prediction tool. Whether or not it's one or the other, I don't really care. I don't matter, because the result is the same. If it's a powerful, actual Nostradamus-like prediction, then the prices will go where the prices go based on the WebBot report. But if it's psychology that's driving it, well, the prices go in the same direction. So I don't care. So, and because I am a reason and evidence enthusiast, I wanted to check this out for myself. So I'm not going to do a massive, in-depth report on his report, as in my findings yet, because I don't have enough data. I've only bought two reports. I bought this one here a number of weeks ago, the Curious Crypto Compendium, and then the one that came out a couple of weeks ago, which is the Crypto Crocodiles. Now I have done some trading accordingly. I haven't traded everything that's been mentioned, but I've been taking some recommendations from this, and I'm trialing it and seeing what happens. Some very short-term I guess, results so far. Komodo has been one that's been doing very well for me. Digibyte I bought. I did end up buying some Ubic. They're down at the moment, but you know, it's not like Clif High says buy now and you know they go up on this date. It's just, you know, buy and hold. It's usually buy and holds. So I've bought Digibyte, Komodo, and Ubic. It just happens to be Komodo's gone really, really well for me. But we'll see what happens with Digibyte and Ubic. I have done some other trades, but I'm not going to mention, you know, what the coins are. You know, I guess to stay faithful to Clif High. I don't know the guy personally, but you know, he charges for this, and you know, it wouldn't be fair of me to then go, hey guys, look at this entire report and do all these trades. So I'm not going to give you that. So if you do want to know, you know, what the webbot is saying, get the report. I don't get any money from it. This is just something I'm doing myself to gather enough data. Now on that, very quickly, I said I can't give you a yes or no as to whether this is, you know, a fantastic thing or not yet, because I don't have enough data. So I'll probably have to buy at least, I think, half a dozen reports in total and trade the things accordingly over the next number of months to get enough data to say definitively, yes, this is worthwhile investing in every month, or no, probably not. So I will update you guys on that later on down the track, but do know at the moment I am looking at the webbot reports and doing some trades accordingly. And lastly, having said that, if you do see me doing some, you know, some new altcoin reviews on coins that I haven't reviewed before, please don't assume, do not assume it's coming from the webbot, because I won't tell you whether it's coming from the webbot or not, at least not every single time. So don't assume if I do some, you know, XYZ coin, don't presume it's because it's on the webbot. It might be because something I've looked in the chart and I like, you know, the look of the chart, etc. So do know from here, I am looking at the webbot, but I'm not basing my entire crypto life on it. It's just the reason and evidence enthusiast in me is giving it a trial and seeing what happens. So that's it for that. Now on straight to the analysis. So in my last video, the question was, in my last weekly Bitcoin analysis, it was, is that all? Meaning, have we gone down far enough? And this is where we had come down from 29.80 to just here, 24.80. And we were talking, you know, what are the prices? If it's going to break down from here, where could we go to? And I was talking about possibly about 23.50, and I talked about 21.50. Well, we have broken down through this trend line. I was pretty sure we weren't going to break through, but I didn't say definitely. But we have. Was that all? No, it wasn't all. We did have, looks like to be a dead cat bounce. Here's that, and here's the dead cat bouncing. If you're not familiar with the terminology of dead cat bounce, do your research on that. It's pretty funny. I love the term, actually. It's pretty hilarious. A little bit cruel, but pretty hilarious. But we did see a dead cat bounce all the way through this top end of the trend line here, down to a little bit under that 21.50 mark that I said, and bottoming out at, it was 21.20. Now since then, come back up through. Doesn't look like, well, we'll talk about that in a sec, but we've come up through here, and now we're trading at around about 27.44. Of course, we're using the Bitstamp exchange. It's the bitcoinwisdom.com website. As I said, Bitstamp exchange priced in US dollars. So let's punch into maybe the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see here, did come all the way down, broke again through the trend line, broke back down. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, I'm actually really pleased at this, where I placed the trend line here. If we go back here, I've been talking about these trend lines for a while. This was the old trend channel. This is the new trend channel. I think very soon this is going to become the new trend channel, and this become the top end and this the bottom end. I think we're probably at that stage now. But this was from drawing in this line here from all these previous highs in the bull market, in the recent bull market over the last year and a bit, and the bottom end here. And then all I did was try and get the exact same distance between here and here and put it there. And I used a fancy tool, which was a piece of paper and a pen, to try and get the almost exact distances as best as I could. And I think it did pretty well, because when you look at this 30-minute time frame, after breaking through and down to 2120, we did come up here, and then we started sort of a little bit of a resistance here at the trend line, and then we broke through, and then we broke back down, and then we're just knocking on the door of this trend line a few times. So look, it's not an exact science, but I was pretty happy with this trend line here, and I'm going to stick with it for now. So we have broken through there. And we actually just had in the last hour or two, we came up here to test this little high here of 2800. Haven't broken through that yet. Did break down back to about 2630. And well, where are we going from here? So if we are moving down further, obviously there's a few spots. Obviously, breaking down through this trend line here, we'd want to see, possibly a test of this 2470 roughly. Of course, this new intermediate low of 2120. If we do break down further from there, you've got that psychological value of 2000 roughly. And from there, and I mentioned this in last week's analysis, you've got this region here of about 1900, which was this old high here, or this little bottom here of 1850, and breaking down from there, you've got touching the bottom end of this trend channel. I did mention that I changed my prediction of hitting the bottom end of this trend channel from 50-50 to 20-80 or 20% possibility. I'm going to keep it at 20% for now. But it's probably likely a lot less now, since we have broken through this trend channel here and we're punching through higher prices. So that's the areas where it could break down to if it breaks down. I'm much less likely now. I'm even less likely, although I was wrong here where I said I don't think we'll break through this trend line much further. I was wrong about that. Although I didn't give it a guarantee. But now that we've broken back through again, yeah, I'm getting a lot less not confident. I think quite likely we're not going to now break through again significantly. I think definitely not touching this low. Again, could we break through a little bit, maybe touch here? Yeah, possibly, but I don't think now we're going to break through what I might possibly tentatively call now the bottom end of this trend line, although that remains to be seen. Of course, don't take anything I say as financial advice. Do your own research. Where are we going from here? Well, obviously, I think we're going higher in the medium term. But now we have this low in here, so we'll do a quick bit of Fibonacci analysis. So the high of 2980 and the low of 2120. This is the exponential Fibonacci calculator, which you can download. I'll put a link to it in the pinned comment. If you want to send me some Bitcoin for that, you're welcome to. So the high here of 2980 and the low of 2120. And we've got the level, the two key levels are your 38.2 and your 61.8. Your 61.8 here of 2617. Let's see where that sits on the chart. 2617 is well, it's exactly there. Right there. And then you've got the 38.2, well, that's 24.14. I mean, we've already broken through there, but let's just put that on there anyway. 24.14 will do. And let's do the next one. We'll do the 76.4, which is 27.50. And I think we've actually broken through that one as well. 27.50 is right there. So let's again have a look. Okay. So those are the three levels right here. So it does seem now at the moment we're in the trading range between 61.8 and 76.4, breaking through the 76.4 level. We're kind of hovering around there, breaking significantly through there, and I guess punching through this little high here of 2800. That's then would be a test to the old all-time high now, or the all-time high of 2980, and from there upwards we go. If we look at the upward target from this high, 2980, and this low of 2120, let's see the points we've got. Breaking through there, we've got, well, you've got the psychological value of 3000, but that really, because we've hit 2980, you're very likely just going to punch straight through there. That's not going to really be a significant target. But the next targets here, the 1.236 of 3229, call it, 3250 if you want. the 1.382 of 33.94, call that 3400. The 1.5 of 35.33, call that 3500. And the 1.618 of 3678, you can call that 3650, 3700 roughly. Now that's again based on this high 2980 and this low of 2920. Now I have a slightly different target in mind, and I've mentioned this a number of times, but I'll mention it once more. Let me just get rid of these targets here. And it's from this old high of 1163 and the low of 152.40. And I'll punch it in again for you guys, 1163 and 152.40, and that's the 1.618 level of 4,083. I'm calling it between 4,000 to 4,100, but I mentioned this all in my previous video, but that's where I think the price may be heading to next before a next significant retracement. But of course, do your own research on this and do not take anything I say as 100% fact. As someone I do listen to, they've coined the phrase, listen to all and follow none. Listen to all, follow none. So make sure you listen to all, but don't follow any one particular person. So don't follow me, just take my stuff with a grain of salt. Do your own research, not financial advice. That is it, gang. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. Of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment. I want to know what you think about my channel, if there's anything I can do better or differently. If there's a particular coin you want analyzed, let me know. I'll have to look at it myself and decide whether it's something I want to do. I won't just do everything that you tell me to do, you bastards. But give me suggestions, because I always want to hear from my awesome subscribers. Thank you very much, gang. Stay safe, stay informed. Speak soon.